Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for being a member and for supporting me in 2022. I just so much appreciate it. I hope that your membership in my Patreon group has been beneficial to you in some way. I've tried to mix it up and offer you a little bit of different things. And in 2023, I'm even going to mix it up some more. I've got some pretty fun things planned for us. So I hope you'll stick around for 2023 with me as well. Now, today we're going to talk about manifesting. I want to help you guys with a recorded video. I realize a lot of you just can't make the live Zoom calls or videos that I do. This way you can watch this anytime you want. It's there for you. Now, we're going to be talking about manifesting today. How do you manifest? Now, I think what I'm going to do is give you a very short, quick breakdown of how you manifest, and then I'm going to go into the details. So if you don't have time to watch this whole video right now, you can at least get the very basic facts of it and start thinking and ruminating about those. Then come back to this video for the rest of the details, because there's really some important information that I want to share with you. Now, I want to start off. No, I'm going to stick straight to the details. Okay, how do you manifest? Let me tell you guys, it's all about emotion. It's all about emotion. So if you want to manifest something, if you are happy, or you've been exercising, or you've been listening to some really moving, stirring music, or maybe you just watched a really funny little short video, whatever spikes your vibration. When your vibration is spiked, it doesn't have to be like that. You know, there's a misnomer about you have to always have a high vibration. No, no, no. Everybody's going to have ups and downs. I mean, my God, we're human, right? But when we have that little spike, that serotonin spike, that's when you really can send off your manifestation wishes, and they have more power. They have more rocket fuel. So emotion is rocket fuel for your manifestation. So let's just say you wanted a new car. Okay, you wanted a new car, but let's say that there's no new car in the future for you. Like, you're looking around, you're going, I don't see how that is ever going to work. That is a manifestation killer right there. That energy will definitely manifest you no car. So we want to suspend any kind of reality. I'm not kidding you. You're listening to a psychic. Why? You should be able to do this. Suspend your reality. Okay, forget whether or not I have the money. Forget whether or not the car I want is too expensive. Forget all that. That's what trips us up. When we use our thinking brain to do spiritual work, that's a no-go. That is incompatibility. If you're thinking about manifesting, it's not really going to happen as well as you want it to. Okay, so you want to use emotion, and you can do that by taking a brisk walk, or exercising, or listening to some really stirring, happy music, watching a funny video, whatever. Then what you want to do is state what you want to manifest. Now, how you state what you want to manifest is super important, because if you say, please, please, universe, God, send me this new car. I know I don't have enough money, but please send it to me just any way you can. You can do miracles, right? Even if I don't have the money and can't afford the payments, and blah, blah, blah. Okay, wrong. Just wrong. That's all what we call lack. You're now asking for what you want by stating that you don't have it. And there's no way in hell you're ever going to have it. So that's not going to help. Okay. Listen, the universe wants to give you what you want. They don't care. They are not accountants. They don't care. They do not care if you want to ask for $5 million, or if you want to ask for $500. They don't care. All they care about is, are you a vibrational match for that which you're asking for? You could end the video right here and just think about that stuff and it would be enough, right? That's the basics here. Are you a vibrational match for what you're asking for? Well, if you're begging for it, then that tells the universe you're not there. Now, sometimes we can bring objects, things, manifestations into our kind of what I would call our outer energy. And I see it a lot of times in readings. I'm like, it's right there. It's just out of your reach, but it's right there. So what happened is you manifested that job, person, car, money, whatever it is. You manifested it, but it got stuck, like right here. And you can't bring it in. You can't bring it that last little bit into reality. I'm going to have to tell you some hard truths here. And you know me, and you know my spirit guides, and you know they don't spare any hard truths. And the hard truth here is that is on you. You're blocking it. Do you feel vibrationally worthy to have that new car? I don't know why I'm talking about a new car. This is very interesting. I think this has something to do with me. I'm not really looking for a new car, but it has a bigger story. But anyway, are you vibrationally matched? Could you see yourself driving a $75,000 car? What just happened to you when I said that? What did you say to yourself? No, hell no. I would never spend that kind of money on a car. That's never going to happen for me. Or maybe you said, I've got one in my driveway. I don't need to manifest that. I'm having a hell of a time manifesting a mate. Okay. Well, then in that case, you're vibrationally matched to the $75,000 car in your driveway. That wasn't a problem for you because you didn't have any blocks. You didn't have any preconceived notions about whether or not you were a match to that. You didn't care one way or the other. You wanted it. You got it. It's there. You manifested it. Boom. Now, you may be blocked with bringing in a soulmate. That might be your problem, right? So whatever it is, it can stay just outside of your reach because you don't feel like you're worthy of it or it's practical. Is it practical? Is it practical for me to have a $75,000 car? What would people think of me? What would my friends think of me? If I've been driving $40,000 cars or $30,000 cars or clunkers, and I show up with a $75,000 car because I manifested it, however that happened, my identity just changed to my family and to my friends. And how is that going to make me feel? Because if you're not vibrationally connected, if you're not vibrationally okay with that, that's going to stop you. You could win the lottery. You could be given an inheritance of $100,000 and still not buy that car because that doesn't match your identity, even though in your heart of hearts, you really want to be sitting in that car. You really want to be driving that car. So the interior wants one thing, the exterior is the one bossing the energy around. My exterior identity. So there's a lot of trips here. It's not so easy, right, to just say, oh, let's make a vision board and then we'll put it in the bathroom and I'll have to see it every day. That doesn't do bull hockey. Well, it does do bull hockey, but it's not everything. It's not the whole tool set. You just took one tool. Now, how you can use the vision board to actually do this is by adding some other tools so that you can create the whole thing. Or if you want to use paint, you're trying to paint a picture with browns or yellows, and you're trying to paint a whole picture with yellow. Where's the depth? Where's the color? What am I looking at? I can't make sense of this picture because it's all in yellow. We need those other colors to bring the whole picture into existence so that we can see it so that it's real. So the other tools are, you get your vision board up. And if you guys don't know what that is, you get some pictures out of magazines or print them off from the internet, and you paste them on a board and you put them up on your wall, or perhaps you use Pinterest, or perhaps you do it all online and you just put it as your wallpaper on your phone. There's lots of ways you can do this. Now, what that's supposed to do is, as you look at it, you're supposed to say, that's my dream. That's my dream home. That's my dream person. That's my dream vacation, my health, my finances. Now, again, you can get tripped up, because if you look at that and go, yeah, that's not going to happen, and then you open your phone, you swipe up off of that home screen, you just did more damage to your manifestation dream than you would have done if you hadn't have done anything. We don't want to add more damage. We want to build on our manifestation steps. We want to build on those colors to create that picture. So if you're going to use a visual, you've got to match the emotions to the visual. You can't think negatively and limiting and manifest it. It's not going to happen. So when you do that visual and you see that car, you're going to have to train yourself to do this. This doesn't come naturally to those of us that aren't easy manifestors. This doesn't come easy to us. This is a new thing we have to learn. And that's another point, right? We all think, oh, the spiritual stuff, you either have it or you don't. That's BS. That's BS. It's a muscle. You've got to use it. You've got to strengthen it, tone it. It's the same thing with manifesting. You're going to retrain yourself, first of all, to be kind to yourself. No talking bad about yourself. No self-criticizing yourself. No self-criticizing your choices. No going over your past and bitching and complaining about what you did wrong or what you did right. No. We're not doing any of that. We're going to treat ourselves like we were a little 3-year-old child. We're going to be nice to that 3-year-old child. We're going to build them up when they fall down. We're going to say, oh, did you skin your knee? Let me see. Let me kiss your boo-boo. That's how you're going to be to yourself. Okay? You're going to treat yourself like you are an innocent little toddler. Okay? So toddlers get into trouble. They throw hissy fits. They fall down. They throw things. Look, I mean, it's not that far off from who we are now, right? But how we react to that person is everything. So when you get mad, that's okay. Sometimes life is maddening. And then you say, gosh darn, I'm mad. Gosh, that irritated me. Okay, you stated how you feel, which is great. Then you deal with how you feel. Okay, well, you know what, Susan, you have every right to be mad. That person did a thing that was very not nice to you. And you know what? I'm going to blow this off because it's not worth my energy to be mad at this person. All I'm doing is making my day terrible. All I'm doing is making me upset. That it's not really very helpful to me. So you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to shake it off. I'm going to shake that energy off. It's not mine. They're the idiot. I am innocent in this thing. I didn't do anything to get this kind of treatment. So I'm going to shake it off, and then I'm going to throw a boundary up. I'm going to protect myself from that kind of behavior because I value myself enough to put that boundary up and say, no. You cannot talk to me that way. You cannot treat me that way. You cannot take advantage of my good humor, will, time, whatever anymore. Okay? No hard feelings, but really, no. Okay? So these are things that trip us up. And that's why we have to learn how to deal with them. Once we raise our interior, our internal vibration, and we feel and we know that we are worthy of that new car, that new mate, that new job, retiring, being happy, being healthy, whatever it is. Once we realize that, once we work on that piece of it, I am fine just the way I am. I love myself. I'm my number one cheerleader. I am my number one cheerleader. And you know what? If I want a $75,000 car that my childhood upbringing told me was ridiculous and not sensible and not practical and a waste of money, maybe that was how my parents felt. Maybe that was their reality and their reality at a time, which is very different from my reality. Maybe I need to spend some time separating in my mind their reality from my reality. Maybe I make a lot more money than them. Maybe I trust myself to make more decisions than they did. In the end result, whatever you have to do to break down that wall, that block between you and what you want to manifest, it may be things that you learned from your childhood. It could be things that you just are you because of your personality makeup. So put it down on paper. Be serious about this, right? These blocks, we're not talking about manifesting. We're talking about removing the blocks. So then we can get clarity about what we want and get rid of the idea, the notion that we have to deserve it. And do we deserve it? This is the inner work that has to be done before you can manifest. So you spend some time inside here going, you know what, let's just say, so, okay, I'm a practical, pragmatic person. If I bought a $75,000 car, now I can afford it. I'm going to buy it, but I think it's just impractical as all get out of me. My God, who needs a car that's that expensive? Blah, blah, blah. Put it down on paper. If I bought this car and I wanted to own it for 3 years or 4 years, could I sell it back? What could I sell it back for? How much money would I lose? And the end result, is that an okay equation? Get it out of your body. Get it out of your mind. Put it on paper. You might find out, oh, I can drive this car for 3 years and I'm really only going to be out about $20,000. Okay, I'll take that. I'll drive a $75,000 car to be out 20. I'm just saying, I don't know that to be true. I'm saying, get out of your head. Get in reality zone when it comes to the blocks. Listen to my words. When you're manifesting, you're not using your brain and you're not using reality. That's a separate thing. Manifesting is what you do after you get rid of the blocks. The blocks have to go first. And you can get rid of them in a number of ways. You may not even know what the block is. Truly, honestly, our mind hides the blocks from us because the blocks are there to keep us safe. We learned when we were a child to never do XYZ because our parents taught us, or we saw someone, really go down the tubes because they did something. Maybe you had a family member that spent a lot of money on something and lost it all. And for you at that time in your childhood, that was just like, it blew your mind. And then maybe your parents said something about how irresponsible that person was. And then you said, I'm never going to be irresponsible with money. Never. I'm going to hold it. I'm going to hold on to my money. Never going to spend it. Now, are you that person who was irresponsible back from your childhood that lost all that money? No. You're a pretty darn good steward of your money, but yet you're living your life like you're this other person whom you're not. Okay, do you understand how this works? Now, let's say that you don't have any money. Let's say that you don't have enough money. Let's say that you think you don't have enough money. Let's use that word. You think, I don't have enough money. And God forbid, actually, I've done so much work on myself that when people around me, be it in a reading or a friend, says something like this, I literally inhale as if someone slapped me. I'm not kidding. If you say words like, I'm never going to have any money, oh my God, I have a physical reaction to those kinds of words. It's almost like the energy smacks me in my solar plexus, like, God, oh my God, what just happened? Okay, please, I'm begging you. I'm begging you. Let me grab your face. I'm begging you. Do not say those words. Do not say those words. First of all, they're not true unless you make them true. Second of all, you're making them true. The universe is nothing but a short order cook. All right, she says she doesn't have any money. That would be, yep, okay, we got it. Got her order in. Why would you do that to yourself? Stop doing that to yourself. I'm never going to be healthy. Oh, here she says she's never going to be healthy. Put her order in. Oh my God. Please, 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 please don't do that. Don't do that. Okay. Those things stem from this block, this really wrong thinking that you've learned from a childhood that things are never going to change. Things are never going to change. I'm always going to be unhealthy. I'm always going to be broke. You're right. Things are never going to change. If you keep saying that, they're never going to change. So that also means that you have a lot invested that they never change. Because, and this is not a judgment, I do the same thing, because we put in our heart the thing that we want most, which generally speaking can sometimes be your soul path as well. We put it in our heart and we lock it up, because as a child, we said to an adult, I want to be an artist. And that adult said, you can't draw. You can't even draw a stick figure. Ha, 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 made fun of you. That was the end of that. That was the beginning and the end of all your dreams. All you ever wanted to be was an artist. But that offhanded comment caused you to believe that you're not ever going to be an artist. And number two, you should never share or believe in your dreams. So you locked them up in here. You locked them away for safekeeping, because I would rather have my dream completely intact right here than take it out, as fragile as it is, and put it out there for somebody in the world to smash it. So we have to get to this place where we're cheerleading ourselves so much, where we believe in ourselves, where we're so gentle and supportive and nurturing with ourselves, where we listen to our heart, not just our brain, so that that thing that's in your heart can come out, so that you can take it out and realize it's not as fragile as you thought it was when you were a child. They're actually showing me a plastic instead of this brittle, very, very fragile piece of crystal that if somebody looked at it wrong would just shatter. They're showing me the children's toy that's plastic that you can wallop it and it pops back up. Wallop it, pops back up. Wallop it, pops back up. You can't kill it. No one can kill your dream. No one. No one can kill your soul. Your soul is everlasting, eternal. No one can put out your light. That's also eternal. Now, maybe you couldn't draw a stick figure. Maybe it would have turned out, had your dreams not been squashed or quashed, you would have been an amazing three-dimensional computer graphics artist, right? Maybe your art would have come forth in a different way that person back then couldn't even know about. So go within yourself and find out what's blocking you. What do you want? And listen, manifesting is a great way to find out what's blocking you. All you have to do is think about, what do I want to manifest? And write it down. Now do it in this order, because otherwise it's not going to work. So I don't know how many times you have to watch this video, but I want you to do it in this order. You're going to write down, what do you want to manifest? Write down 3 things or 1 thing. Doesn't matter. Okay? Just write them down. We're not thinking about it. We're not judging it. Write them down. Now, I promise you, if you want to manifest these things and you have not manifested these things in the past few years, 5 years, even if you have manifested them in the past, but for some reason you can't manifest them now, there's a block. So that's how you find out where your blocks are. You listed 3 things. There's your 3 blocks: health, money, romance. Let's just say those 3 things: health, money, romance. So you're going to then go within for each one of those blocks and talk to yourself. Meditate. Relax. Talk to yourself. You know, there's a thing that you can do too. You can ask the question with your just go with me. You're going to ask the question, quote unquote, using your dominant hand, whatever that is, left or right. And then you're going to write the answer with your non-dominant hand. That gives your subconscious a way to talk. So you take a piece of paper and you write the question down with your dominant hand, and then you take your non-dominant hand and you try to write the answer. Of course, it's going to be, you know, if it was me, you might not be able to read it, but that's going to allow your subconscious to come through. That's one way to do it. Another way is to do some meditations, right? I did a video last week on YouTube where at the end of the video, I did a higher self meditation. It was on Way Out Wednesday. At the end of that video, there's a meditation to connect to your higher self. You can ask your higher self, give me guidance on how to remove this block that I have around X. Don't say my life is terrible. Health, finance, romance, whatever that block is, please give me guidance. Now, your higher self might not be able to write an entire book to you on the first try. You might not get anything. You may get nothing. But your message was received. The universe, your higher self, is now busy behind the scenes getting guidance to come to you. And this guidance could come. There's guidance. It really is guidance. This guidance can come to you in the form of someone texting you, in the form of someone emailing you, in the form of you running into an old friend, or a new video pops up in front of you. This happens very often to me in my YouTube feed. Here's a video. I'm like, that's interesting. And then I click on it and I'm off to the races, right? That was guidance. So you're going to write down what you want to manifest. Those are your blocks. Go figure out your blocks as best you can, loving and nurturing the whole time. Then you don't have to solve all these blocks, but I do want you to make some effort. I want you to spend at least a couple of weeks or a month gently raising your vibration, gently taking care of yourself. What does that mean? Gently. It means take a bath, take a walk, spend time in nature, listen to funny movies, replace something yucky in your life with something positive. If you spend every other Thursday with a negative Nelly, replace that and do every other Thursday, and then take that Thursday you had set aside for that negative Nelly and do something nice for yourself. What did they say in the beginning of this video? Boundaries. Reclaim that time back for you so that you can take care of yourself. This doesn't necessarily cost any money. Nothing I've said today cost any money. Nothing. You can do all this without spending a dime. Now, if you want to spend money, you can. You can go get a massage. You can go get reflexology. You can go get sound healing. I'm a big proponent of sound healing for moving energy. You lay on a massage table, they put singing bowls on your chakras and they play them, and your energy will get flushed. It's amazing. So there's ways to do this without spending money. There's ways to do this with spending money. So you're going to work on your blocks. You're going to work on your vibration. You may not solve all of the blocks. Okay. You may not, but you at least are aware of them. Oh, yeah, I get it. I have a block around health because X, Y, Z. Because somewhere in my mind, I think I can't overcome this. I believed the doctors when they said, I can't overcome this. I believed the doctors when they said, we don't know how to help you. That was the critical time that I threw in the towel. So what you want to do if that's the case is go on YouTube and search for people who overcame medical diagnoses and watch them nonstop talk about how they overcame whatever medical diagnosis that they had. Fill your energy, your psyche, and indeed your intellect with videos of people overcoming whatever block you have. If your block is, I'm never going to have money, go to YouTube and type in how videos, encouraging videos of people that got money, or however you want to keep phrasing it until you find the videos. Because what you're doing then is you're allowing an external force, which is the video, to connect with your internal force, which is your soul and your imagination and your emotion. And you start thinking, oh my God, they overcame that. I can't believe they overcame. I never knew that famous person had that problem. They overcame that? Oh my God. What just happened? Your emotions shifted from, I can't do this, to, oh my God, that famous person did that? I didn't know they had such a terrible XYZ. Okay, so what happened? Can you see the emotional shift? Can you see the glimmer of hope? Steep yourself in that energy. Steep yourself, your soul, your energy, your mind, your thinking, everything in the energy of, I can't overcome this because others have. That will boost you. That will break down those blocks and it will boost you. Then you can begin the actual act of manifesting. Okay? When you've done all this other work, you can begin the actual act of manifesting. That is when you state what you want to manifest in a new and different way. I feel so much better today. I really feel hopeful. I know that better health is there for me. I know that now I can see me overcoming these health issues. They don't look so strong. They don't look so overbearing. You know, they don't look so frightening. I really think I can do this. That's a pep talk. You gave yourself a pep talk. But that is manifesting 101. Pep talks are manifestors. You keep saying that to yourself. I know. I feel. I know. I can see my life changing for the better. I can see me having the courage to leave this relationship, this friendship, this job. I'm feeling stronger every day. I'm less wrapped up in their baloney. You know, I can really see this for what it is now. Now, instead of saying, now I can really see that this is a bunch of BS and I'm an idiot for staying here, Okay, do you see the difference? We're not doing that. I can really see with clarity now how my relationship is with this person. And I'm really willing to see that, oh man, that's kind of painful. You know, I mean, that kind of hurts. You know, that's yucky. I don't like the way that feels. And I don't know whether or not they're doing this on purpose or not. And I don't really care. You know, it doesn't really matter, right? What they're doing doesn't really matter. If I'm being honest with myself, it doesn't really matter. All my power is right here in this body. My power to be happy, my power to be independent, my power to be safe is all right here. So, you know, that feels like a lot of responsibility though to me. Like it feels like a lot of responsibility that now I'm in charge, right? Like before, I could say that these bad situations were happening to me and therefore I couldn't do anything about it because, well, I have this kid that's draining my resources. I have this job that doesn't pay me enough. I have this person in my life that treats me like crap. So I really can't do anything. I mean, I'm just stuck. There's nothing. There's no way. Right. So instead of that, did you see how when I went into responsibility, I'm like, oh, I'm tired. I'm tired. I can't take responsibility for this. What am I supposed to do? I'm too tired. Too tired to deal with this. Okay, maybe that's all you need to do right there. Maybe that's it. Recognize, yeah, Susan, you're tired. Man, this is wearing you out, girl. I'm tired. I'm going to take some time off from this. I'm just going to allow myself some time to kind of heal. You know, I'm going to be gentle with myself. I'm going to let that sit for a minute. And you know what? When I'm ready to take that next step, I'll have the energy to take that next step. Do you see how I modeled that for you? That's literally how you talk to yourself. We never get down on ourselves for not taking the next step. We never get down on ourselves for putting up with something. We simply take stock. Oh man, that made me tired. I'm exhausted. I mean, literally, I feel exhausted. And I'm like, oh, sometimes the responsibility of taking control of your life zaps you of all the energy. It's much easier to control someone else's life. It's much easier to have energy to help your kid or to help your pet or to help your spouse or to help your coworker. When it comes to helping ourselves, we're exhausted. And why is that? That's another place for you to gently probe and talk to yourself about. Why does it make me tired when I want to take care of myself? Maybe I need a new skill that allows me to take care of myself and make decisions for myself without feeling tired. Maybe all I really need is to look back at times when I take care of myself to prove to myself that I really can take care of myself. Sometimes that's all it is. It's like, again, getting out of this really warped thinking and getting back into reality. I'm not manifesting right now. I'm fixing problems. I'm fixing blocks. Manifesting is not reality. Blocks are reality. So then I would say, well, okay, this is a block. I'm having a hard time. I want to manifest this thing, but I'm having trouble manifesting it because I won't take this step, or I'm not willing, or I'm not ready. Okay, that's fair enough. That's data. That's information. I'm not ready. I'm not willing. I don't want to. Okay, write it down. I'm not willing to take this step. No judgment. What I would say to try to address that block is, okay, so the block is when I need to do something for myself, that feels like big. It feels like, oh, I need to be responsible for my career, for my happiness. I need to be responsible for my happiness, not just, somebody else. They're not supposed to be responsible for making me happy. Okay. Well, we're going to attack this a different way. We're going to disassemble this block a different way. You're going to go through your life and you're going to write down areas that you took care of yourself. Did you pay your rent or your mortgage? Well, that counts. Did you go to the grocery store and buy food? That counts. Did you get your hair done? That counts. Did you maybe even get a pedicure or manicure? That counts. Did you buy yourself some new clothes? That counts. Did you go to school? Did you finish high school? Did you go to college? That counts. Do you have a job? That counts. Do you do what you need to do at your job to keep your job? That counts. Do you open the mail and deal with the bills? That counts. Oh, so you're doing a lot to take care of yourself. Wow, you're doing a lot to take care of yourself, but you're only doing things that society says you have to do. So you're a good egg. You're a good person and you go do those things society says you need to do to be a good person. But society doesn't say, Susan, you should take care of yourself. Society doesn't really care about that. So we don't care about it. So once we realize, holy moly, you know what? If I can pay these bills, if I can go to this grocery store, if I can do these things for myself, if I can go buy myself some shoes, then I think I can also take care of myself in these other ways, right? I think I can also pamper myself. You know what really bugs the spirit guides? When I say guilty pleasures, it bugs them because what do you mean guilty pleasure? Why did humans put the word guilt in front of pleasure? What do we call it? Oh, I did a guilty pleasure. I went and got my nails done. I had a little guilty pleasure. I went to see a movie. It makes the spirit guides like, those aren't guilty pleasures. Those are the bare minimum. That's the bare minimum of being a human. You have to balance this life. You have to have good things coming in, and hopefully not just food or, sugar or wine or chocolate or cheese or whatever it is, right? Those things become the stand-in for us taking care of ourselves. And it gets all confused in our head because honestly, those things aren't really very good for us. But society and advertising corporate America has told us, reward yourself with this guilty pleasure of this chocolate, right? Of this food. So once you start rewiring your brain to say, well, you know what? This food is not that good for me. I really want to be kind and gentle and loving for my body. What does my body want to eat? What is my body craving? Fruit, salad, protein, a walk. Shift this thinking. Shift your blocks. Allow yourself to pamper yourself. When you start doing that, you're going to get pushback. Maybe some people in your life are going to say, why are you taking time off? You sure are doing a lot of things for yourself. Are you dating somebody? Like, it has to be a reason, right? There has to be a reason. You're losing weight. Are you dating somebody? What are you doing? Tell me your secrets. It's like, well, I'm loving myself. That is not going to go over well, right? Maybe you're saying to that person who's the negative Nelly in your life, you know what? I can really only meet with you every 3 weeks, hopefully, or I can't meet with you again. Boundary. Well, then people looking at you've changed. Do you know that's the worst thing somebody can say to a woman? You've changed. What does that mean? It means that you're not fulfilling the role that they needed you to fulfill for their own use and their own whatever. And now you're putting yourself first. We also have this terrible notion that people should not put themselves first. You're being stuck up. You're being selfish. Another terrible thing to say to a woman. Well, you're just selfish. You know, we would rather crawl on broken glass and never eat again than to have somebody tell us we're selfish. It goes along with the guilty pleasure, doesn't it? But it's not selfish. Again, there's a reason why when you're on the airplane, if the oxygen mask drops down because the cabin pressure has destabilized, if you take that mask and you put it on your 3-year-old, you're going to be passed out in the aisle. Your 3-year-old is going to take the mask out to be looking at you to see what happened to mommy, and they're going to pass out too. So that didn't work very well, right? You have to take care of yourself. You have to, especially if you want to take care of other people. If you want to do anything for anybody else, you need to have some energy and some health left to be able to give them. Okay, so we're going to go in and find out why we have these blocks. We're going to label our manifestations. We're going to know that there's blocks around each of those manifestations. We're going to go back into ourselves. We're going to go deep. We're going to root around in there as much as we have energy for. We're going to be gentle. We're going to cheerlead ourselves. We're going to love ourselves. We're going to raise our vibration. And then we're going to go circle back around to the manifestations. And then we're going to give ourselves a pep talk about the manifestation. And then you're going to not ever use lack words. I want, I need, if only I could have. Wrong, wrong, wrong. Well, after I was just saying wrong, 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 it turns out that my guides led me into a guided meditation, which I feel was pretty powerful. So if you're at a place and time where you can do this meditation, I suggest that you follow along with me. You're going to just sit back, relax, take some deep breaths, center yourself, and I'll continue the video with the meditation. I see myself. I can feel how much better I feel right now. And I can feel, and I know that I'm going to feel so much better. I can just feel the energy coming into my body. I don't know how this money's coming to me, and I don't care. It's coming because I feel it, because I'm open to it, because I'm worthy, because I am a vibrational match to abundance. That's all I need to know, is that I'm a vibrational match to abundance, health abundance, money abundance, love abundance, all abundance, because the vibrational match is love. So when I'm in a state of love, in a state of caring and nurturing, I'm loving my body. I'm loving my energy. I lovingly accept abundance. I'm not pulling it towards me. I'm not begging for it. I'm just sitting here in this beautiful place of love and acceptance and bliss. And from that place of love, acceptance, and bliss, as I am, right now, not in the future, but right now, the shape I am, the health I'm in, the bank account I have, as I am right now, I am in vibrational match to abundance. Right now, as I am, who I am, right now, today, this minute, I am a match for vibrational abundance. I am swimming along side by side with vibrational abundance. Like two synchronized swimmers, beautifully matched stroke for stroke, breath for breath, heartbeat for heartbeat. We're synchronized. We're synchronized. There's nothing between me and that vibration as I sit right here, right now. And I'm just going to sit in this beautiful bliss. I'm just going to sit here with my eyes closed, knowing that nothing separates me from that vibrational match. There's nothing, no resistance. There's no blocks. There's nothing I have to do. There's nothing I have to change. There's nothing I have to be. My eternal soul's birthright is love. I feel the love. I am the love. I allow the love. The abundance comes easily. Nothing to do here. No responsibility. No weight. No heaviness. It just is like my breath goes in and out. The abundance that I am. The love. All of the things that I want to manifest are in vibrational match to me right now in my life, in my current physical manifestation of this body. The manifestations that I dream of are here, right here, floating with me, becoming a part of me, integrating into my energy, integrating into my vibration, becoming a real part of my real life. It's easy, so easy, and it feels good. Feels peaceful, rewarding, happy, joyful, exciting. But most of all, easy. So easy. I accept and allow all of these beautiful manifestations as they integrate into my soul, into my being, and into my 3D physical reality right now. The universe is busy fulfilling our orders These things are being placed on order right now to be delivered at the right time, in the right space, with the right people. It's all beautiful, and everyone that is touched by these manifestations will be blessed. It's a blessing upon all of us, a beautiful blessing that we are all open to receiving, and we're all thrilled to be a part of. So it is. Thank you. I am in gratitude. I'm in gratitude to myself, to my being, to my soul, to my heart, to my body, to my health, to my energy, to my vibration, to my beautiful helpers, guides, angels. I'm in gratitude to all that is. Blessings. And now there's nothing to do. We've put in our order. It will be delivered in due time. Stay easy with the energy. Easy, easy. If you start to worry, be easy. Relax, let it go. Think about calming down the energy of worry. Be easy. It's okay. Be easy. Everything is fine. Everything is as it should be. We've done the work. If you feel after that you've done the work, then let it go. Don't go in and agitate your blocks. If you feel at peace, if you feel that you manifested something, then let it come to you. Just relax. Be easy with all of your thinking. Be easy with everything. Don't worry about when it's coming. Don't think about when it's coming. That takes you out of the easy energy. That puts you back into thinking, worrying energy, and that will slow down or even stop the manifestation. If it does, go back to this video and listen to that little meditation again, okay? And if you really need to work on the blocks, then work on the blocks. If you feel like that was nice, but I still feel blocked, then go back and work on those blocks. And then listen to that meditation, or find others and listen to those. Manifestation is easy. It's not grabbing, pulling, wrestling, dominating. That's not the energy of it. It's easy and love. Okay? I wish you all the best in 2023. I'm sending you so much love right now, and I really can't wait to see how we all grow and change and manifest things that we couldn't even imagine. Let's do it. Let's allow it. Take really good care, okay? We'll talk soon.